going to kick off today's show with a very special guest. He's one of the top rising prospects in all the world right now, signed to Matchroom, 3-0 now in his career, coming off of a massive KO just a couple weekends back, with a 2 KOs now in his entire career. That is none other than Nishant and Dev. Nishant, I appreciate you taking time to come on today, man.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Nishant. Well, let's start this thing off first things first. This is your very first year of being a professional boxer, and you're coming off of now a massive KO, a very viral KO that just happened a couple weekends ago. Has it started to settle down for yourself, or what's it now been like embracing, this fast-paced professional scheme?
I think back in amateur, it's like a really kind of 3 rounds, and it's really different than the professional boxing.
Right.
And it's been a dream to be come in professional boxing and represent our country.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a great moment for me, to my back in nation, seeing me and supporting me and showing so much love, and I'm very glad, blessed that one.
All right. So far this year in your career, you're 3-0, 2 KOs. Has this first year being a professional boxer gone according to plan, or what's your thoughts overall when you look at your first year so far boxing?
I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not a lot of people back in India, they don't see as a career in professional boxing. So I took
Right.
a step and came in professional boxing. And in the first ever Indian boxer coming in, signed with the Matchroom, and right now I'm 3-0, representing my country, and now world knows there is a Indian boxer in professional world. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I want people to get to know your story, Nishant, because you just kind of talked about it a little bit right there. But what makes you so special is that you're coming from India, a magnificent country, a massive country, but boxing has not always been a top level sport in India. You have a chance to become someone that breaks records, a guy that becomes kind of the standard, the new face of boxing in India. And so I want to ask you, we go all the way back. Your uncle, I believe, was a boxer, but how did you get into the sport? Like, why did you even start pursuing boxing?
When I was like 8 year old, I started boxing. My uncle used to train in some professional club back in Germany. He used to live there, and like, yeah, he inspired me so much. And I started boxing when I was 8 year old, and I've been continuously training couple of past 16 years. And professional, it was always a dream for me because I have seen my uncle, he was
Hmm.
a professional boxer. So my coaches, my grassroots coaches, they told me to, if you want to be a professional boxer, you have to be a great amateur record, and you have to do something good in amateur. So that's why professional boxing gonna be take you, and you're gonna be a big name in professional boxing. So that's the reason I started boxing and playing amateur, being in Olympics, World Championship, Asian Games, national champion, so that I can get a good exposure in that, and I can show and come to professional boxing and let the whole world know that who Nishant Dev is.
All right, so I'm curious. When I look at India, as I said, there is not a lot of great names that come from India in regards to boxing. You have a chance to be that next name, but you've obviously experienced India. You know what it's like. Are there other boxers? Like, is the future bright in India in terms of more guys similar to yourself that could go become Olympians, that can become pro boxers, or are you just one of the only people really out there right now?
Yeah, I mean, so many people, they don't really see themselves as a career in professional boxing because the government don't support professional boxing in India.
Mhm.
So in amateur boxing, they pay money to them, so they are like well settled in that. They don't take a risk to come in professional boxing. So even they have so many politics issues back in India with the every athletes. So yeah, so I've been number one in so many. I was like five in 5 years. I was number one in India. So
Right.
but I choose to take a risk after the Olympics and leave that number one spot in India and take a risk to go in professional boxing because it was my dream to come in professional boxing and become a first ever world champion from India because it's been like there is 1.5 billion population back in India, and it's a huge population, and no one is a professional boxer. So I take a big step to the to the young generations coming up, open the door for them so that they can come in professional boxing and they can they can see it's a whole different world than as they see in India in amateur boxing. So yeah.
So you would say then that the biggest issue as to why there's not a lot of profound, well-known professional boxers from India is because of the government, and if that were to be more opened up, that we could possibly see more people from India at the professional ranks.
Yes, possibly
Okay.
yes, because some are really come to the background, not really well, the money. So
Mm,
they've been secured their job first and see how the income is coming. And it's
okay.
not really easy to move in US and have to be, the expenses are so much. You can't really take care of that. Either you have to be take care of the boxing or you can take care of the expenses what you have been. So like yeah, for them it's really hard. But like if the Indian government start paying some monthly or some money to the professional boxer, it's gonna be a good. So many young fighters they want to play professional boxing, but they see there is no a secure career in boxing.
All right, so let me propose a hypothetical question to yourself. Let's say you become exactly everything you want to become. You become a world champion, you become a massive star, and you have a lot of money. And so you have all these opportunities to possibly help boxing in India. Let's say, obviously, this is looking, many years down the road. But if you were in that position, that situation, what would you be able to do with the right finances to help grow the sport of boxing in India?
I feel once I become the world champion and I can go back to India and do something really big for the upcoming generations who really they are like have really a hunger in their self, so
Mm,
they want to uh, they want to um, I forget the word, but like
like
yeah, they
pursue
want to
pursue
represent
boxing.
represent their country in the
Okay.
professional boxing. Like yeah, I would love to do that, because it's been it's been so many years. Not really boxers are in professional boxing. They are in some management team, some promotional team, but like not really on the big level who can like Matchroom, top rank, and in MVP, Golden Gloves. So
Right.
yeah,
All right, so I want to go back into your story, Nishant. So, growing up, now correct me if I'm wrong here, but you grew up on a farm. That was part of your lifestyle. It's the way you grew up. How much of that experience did that help make you into who you are today?
I mean that's the main thing, being grown up with a farming family and the hard work and the dedication I showed in the game, the dedication my family, my father put in this game. I think I wouldn't be anything without them if they wouldn't show the support to me, because every morning when I was like 8, wakes up at like 4 in the morning, my father is always there for support me, take me to the boxing club, and he was watching me over there. And it's been like 8 years. He do continuously every day, morning and evening. So he sacrificed everything for me, and my whole family did. So I wouldn't be here without them. So it's a very big thing to supporting your kids to do whatever they wanted to do.
So, you've been boxing for a very long time, but when would you say that it clicked for yourself and you started to believe in yourself and say, you know what? I have a chance to be something special, not just at the amateur ranks, but I truly do believe that I can do great things at the professional scene. When do you think that clicked for yourself?
I think after starting boxing, I used to see professional fights, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. When I was like very little, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, my father used to give me phone every weekend. So me and my brother used to watch Manny Pacquiao's fight when he
Mm,
was his prime, watching Muhammad Ali, how he footwork, how he ever like the great
right.
in boxing. So from for them, my mind started picking that I want to be a professional boxer. So in 2016, when I meet Coach Ron Sims, he's my coach now. I've been with him past 9 years,
Right.
and like he was a 11-0 professional record. So he been talking with him, been teach by him what he have teach what he have done in so many years of his boxing life. So he put his all effort in me, and from them I started seeing my career. Like I want to do something in professional boxing.
Okay.
So yeah, so after that, seeing Shakur Stevenson turn pro debut in 2017. So I've
Mm,
been watching Shakur since he lost in finals in 2016 Olympics. Then I saw his pro debut, and I've been following him, following Terence Crawford.
right.
So yeah, it's been always great to be a part of professional boxing.
All right, this might put you on the spot a little bit, but if I were to say pick your top three fighters that you've taken pieces from, obviously you're different than each and every single one of these guys. But if you could isolate three different guys that you say, okay, this guy, and this guy, I love watching them. I've taken bits and pieces from their game and put them into mine. Who are those three athletes and those fighters?
First, I would say Terence Crawford
Okay.
because he's southpaw. I'm southpaw, so
Right.
the way he punch, the way I punch, I see imagine myself as we are same as like Shakur. The way they punch, the way I punch feels like they are southpaw. I'm southpaw, so I imagine myself in them. You're like, yeah, he's doing good. I have to take that thing. Or the
Mhm.
jab is nice, the body shots are nice. So I take all these things and adapted the all things in me, and I apply those things in sparring and in competition. Like Lomachenko, he's southpaw too. So
Right.
I seen so many southpaws boxers like the way he disappeared with the right side. So I've been do the same thing in my second profile, in the third profile, couple of
Right.
times. So like yeah, I've been learning so many things, so many good things from them.
I want to go back though. You talk about meeting him about 9 years ago now. How did that relationship start? How did you first get to know him?
Ronald Sims, he's
All
the
right, right.
Ronald Sims, ex Air Force retired and head coach of Air Force team, and he has been two times, 1994 and 1998. He's been in U.S. Olympic teams, and he's 11-0 professional record. And me and him, it's like a father and son relation between me and my coach. So
Mm,
right now we live in the same house, and he care as a son. So it's been 9 years with him. When I was young, 15 years old, I started training with him back in India. He was a head coach of Indian boxing team before.
right. Okay.
So yeah, when I was 15, so he see so much potential in me. I see so many good things. The way he teach boxing, the way he teach the techniques and the strategies. So seeing them, and that really worked in me. And now I'm here because of him. Yeah.
How important would you say it is for somebody, especially coming from your situation, like we talked about earlier, coming from India where professional ranks is not something a lot of guys pursue? How critical has it been for your career to have somebody come into your life, invest in you, and really help kind of define you and help create you and get you ready to become the fighter that you are today?
And that's I can say. I mean, so much effort they coach put in me. 9 years is not a short time. 9 years is a like very long time. About to
Right.
come in touch 10 years, and trusting and loyalty with the things what he have teach me, the relation, the loyalty we have built together. That's the important part of the boxer between and coaches, and that's what really makes you a great fighter.
All right, so let's hop into your amateur career. There's two components I really want to address first with you. First of all, you win bronze medal, the 71 kilogram category at the IBA Men's World Boxing Championship in Uzbekistan. Walk us through that experience. How special was that for yourself?
Um, for me, that was a really, really great moment for me. You know, when I
Right,
was in 2021 IBA World Championship, I lost quarterfinal with the close decision. But again, I participated in 2023 IBA World Championship, and I beat quarterfinal Cuban. I'm
Mhm.
I become the first ever boxer from India who beat Cuban boxer in ever in boxing history. So that moment I take as a motivated, and of course I win bronze medal in world championship and become a ninth male boxer of India who has a world medalist. So that I take a very motivated and makes me feel that I am very special than others. Yeah.
All right, the other one I want to address is something that happened just about almost exactly 1 year ago. That's the Olympics. Obviously, you get to represent India at the Olympics scene, the biggest stage in all of sports. Just that very first portion right there, being able to go be an Olympian, something nobody can ever take that away from you. You are forever going to be an Olympian, and you're from India, representing your country, all that stuff put together. What does that mean to you?
It's mean world to me. The quarterfinal decisions, the bias decisions,
Mhm.
it still hurts me so much. I've been seeing myself as a gold medalist perspective, and the whoever I mean the like three of the medalists I have beat them before, and when I see myself that these fight I have been fight with them and I beat them before in competitions, so
Right.
and I'm not in that podium. It's really hard, being trained for like more than 15, 16 years and you are not in that podium, so it's really hard, but I see as a motivated and still that hunger and the fire inside me to makes me do something better than them in professional boxing, and
Right.
that's what I'm here. God have a plan for everyone.
Hmm.
Might be for them they have settled them for the medals, but for me he thinks a good in professional boxing, so he wants me to become a world champion, so I'm here in India.
All right. Now, there was a report that came out a few months back, and I want to ask you if this is true or not. It said that you are considering possibly fighting in the 2028 Olympics, which are going to be in Los Angeles. Is that something that you actually are considering, or have you even decided yet? Or have you decided you would want to be a part of that?
No, I mean I will be not the part of LA boxing.
Okay.
I want to see my career in professional boxing. Till then, I'm seeing myself as a world champion in
Mhm.
4 years of now,
Okay. I love that.
and
Well, let's
that's
hop.
gonna be the biggest achievement of my life. Yeah,
Okay. So you'd say you're 100%, and there's no chance of going back to the Olympics at any point then?
yeah. For I mean, till now there is no. Yeah,
Okay, makes sense. All right, so let's go back to the beginning of this year now. You obviously go through the Olympic process, you get eliminated, and now you have this decision to say, okay, continue the amateur ranks, go pro. Obviously, we know which way you go. You go pro, you sign with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. Walk us through that whole transition. First of all, why did you decide to go pro? And second of all, why did you decide to go with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn?
I think first of all it was a dream boxing promotion for me. I've seen
Okay.
Eddie Hansen so many. I'm couple of 4 years. I've been watching him the way Matchroom is going up and beat top rank and become the first best promotion in the world.
Hmm.
And it was always the first thing is like the way Matchroom promote their boxers, the way Eddie Hearn shows love and caring for the each of every athlete.
Hmm.
So it was then that was a good thing for me, like how they care for their every each of athletes, and their fighters fight around the world. I've
Hmm.
seen top ranked fighters, they fight only in US, but in not really far from US, but like in US and Saudi and here, but like Matchroom really maximum boxers really fight in UK, Saudi,
Hmm.
Australia, US, in so many years, so many countries. So that was a main because so many population in Australia, in India, and in UK. There are so many Indian people over there. So
Right.
that's why I choose so that all over the world can the Indian people especially know me that Nishant Dev is in professional boxing and everyone knows me. Yeah.
You have connection with Eddie Hearn, and obviously this would probably still be many years down the road, but is it a dream of yours to one day be able to headline an event in India?
I think yes. In maybe next year, I'm going to fight in India.
Okay.
Maybe not next year, but like in next to next year, definitely I'm going to be the headline of India, and the Matchroom will do something, make a very big show in India, and the people and back in India, the India will love to see me and come
Mhm.
and watch the, because it's going to be happen first time a biggest promotion company coming in India and doing their show. So it's really big things for me, for all over the India.
That's awesome. Now, couple questions before I let you go, Nishant. One of which is this. You just made your pro debut a couple months ago. You're 3-0 now. You're still very young, 24 years old. But what can we expect for the future for yourself in terms of, really starting to step up that scale, really start getting yourself ready into world contention, world championship status? How many years off do you see yourself being away from that?
I think it's not really far,
Okay.
just like 4 years of now, and I will be the world champion, the Indian first travel world champion. And I'm seeing I have that I have all have the things that can be a professional world champion, and it's
Mhm.
been, and I have all the, I have all the the things to become a world champion.
Right.
And in couple of years, I see myself in 4 years a world champion. Yeah.
All right. Now, would you say then for the next year or so, it's really just going to be staying active, getting yourself acclimated to the pro ranks, or what do you see yourself in terms of, the next 12, 18 months?
Next year, I'm going to fight on 8 rounds fight and have 4 to 5 8 rounds fight next year.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I have still two more fight left in this year, and it will be a great for me to be staying active and
Right.
expose the rounds that I've been get. So in 8 months, I will be really be that in top 10
All
rest
right.
in my 154 weight.
Now, there is one other guy signed to Matchroom, very young, was an Olympian last year as well, Omari Jones. I know you guys have fought alongside each other. You guys have also fought each other before in Italy at the Olympic qualifiers. And just as a boxing fan, I know this fight probably won't happen for a couple more years, but is that a fight that you are looking at that you guys could ever see you guys fighting each other?
Oh yeah, obviously yes. I would love
Okay.
to fight Omari Jones, but right now I think he's in 147. If
Right.
he is willing to come in 154, I would love to fight with him anytime, anywhere.
Hmm.
So like yeah, I really don't want to fight with him in 6 rounds or 8 rounds. So I'd love to fight with him in 10 rounds and 12 rounds. Yeah.
Okay. So you do possibly see that fight happening, just will probably not be for a couple more years then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Takes like
Perfect.
a couple of years to be. Yeah.
All right. Well, Nishant, I've got one final question for you. It's the question that I like wrapping up every interview with, and that's talking about your legacy. Obviously, you're just starting your boxing career, but one day, you'll step away from boxing, move on from it. And when that day does happen, what is it that you want your legacy to be for what you have accomplished both inside and outside of the ring?
And I feel like it's still our time. Being after like 10 years, when I will be
Mhm.
get retired from boxing, I will be remarked as a legacy, and like I say, Indian people gonna be love that, and I will be open the gate for them to be a part of a professional boxing and really wants to do something for them, so that they don't really care about their career. They just care about what they want, and what they want in their dreams, and what about their goals. So
Mhm.
like I will be happy to be love, support them, and take care of the young childrens.
I love that. Well, Nishant, I appreciate you taking time to come on today, man. It's been a blessing and an honor having you on the show, and I cannot wait to see what God's got in store for you, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Of course, you are always welcome on, man. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.